Hello, everyone. The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes, and just like all of our other episodes, it will include major spoilers. You've officially been warned. If you'd like to hear the episode in full, just head on over to patreon.com/horrorqueers and subscribe today to get hundreds of hours of exclusive Patreon content, all for just $10 or less. Without further ado, here is your Patreon clip.
What we are getting in this episode, I found a lot of it incredibly cathartic. I felt like in my notes, I was just saying this performance from, basically insert ex-member of the cast, because everybody is fucking firing in this one.
Yeah.
Like Timothy Hutton kills it. Mikael Huisman kills it. Elizabeth Reeser. Just everybody is doing such a fucking great job in this episode.
I know. And I feel cliche to be like, out of all those, I mean, I do think that Kate Siegel is my MVP of this episode, but it's
that emotional breakdown got me, Trace.
That's the thing. Like, she gets, the Oscar moment, of the episode.
You know what? When you marry the director and the showrunner, you get the juiciest part.
That must be, because he had to have known he was going to cast her in this part when he was writing this. And so it must be so fun to write for your significant other.
I would hope so, because I think the temptation, we've had a number of conversations about Mr. Robert Zombie and Sherry Moon and how people feel like there's an element of nepotism for all of the roles that she gets. And folks, you can go back and listen to any of our episodes because we always end up
bring
having to address it. But I think it's because it's a common critique. Whereas here, I feel like people don't wield that as a kind of accusation against Flanagan and Siegel, but it's in part because he always gives her things that she is going to do really, really great work in. But it's also not like, oh, you get the lead role every fucking time.
Absolutely. I remember watching The Fall of the House of Usher, and she dies, and spoiler alert, in the second or third episode, and I just remember being like, what? Like, what? No, I want more Kate Siegel.
But you realize it's because, we did Hush, and then she got this juicy role in Hill House, and then she's had other really good roles. So I like that Flanagan is willing to spread the wealth.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So he doesn't, I guess, fall in the Rob Zombie trappings. But, we love Sherry Moon Zombie.
To each their own.
Yeah.
I mean, we love her screen presence and not so much her real life presence. But yes, that is a COVID discussion.
I just feel like that's honestly so many people in this industry nowadays where I'm just like, oh my God, another one, it must be a day that ends in a Y.
Oh, yes. Someone died recently and everybody is very grief stricken. And I'm like, I'm just going to zip my fucking mouth up and not remind people about certain things. But go off, everybody.
That's dating the episode. But yeah. So let's talk about this 1992 timeline, because I was going to say not a ton happens here, but it does seem to be really in service of the revelations that Hugh delivers to Steven in the car.
Yes, I agree. And I will say one of the things that I found intriguing about this episode is compared to so many of the other ones, basically the oneer is nobody's episode. It's the oneer episode, but everybody else got an episode, including episode 7, which was really Hugh's. And here I was like, okay, so what are we doing? Is this a particular person's episode? And I ended up kind of settling principally on Steve and Shirley, because they seem to have the crack moments. That's what I called it in my notes. It's the moment where they realize, oh, this defensive game where I've been putting up shields, putting up barriers, icing people out, getting really high up on my horse, I have to start accepting that there are fucking ghosts. And it's not mental illness, and it's not cheating husbands. There is more going on here than I want to admit.
There were so many times where I wanted to just grab Shirley and slap her across the face and be like, your sister keeps telling you to listen to her, and you keep interrupting her.
Yeah, this has been a great mini arc for Shirley, right? Because she really wanted to do this thing for Nell because it was her way to grieve. But then all of a sudden that gets railroaded by this discovery of Theo and Kevin in the closet. But now she doesn't want to hear anything about that. And you're just like, Shirley, at some point you're going to have to start hearing people.
Well, and finally, thank God, by the end of the episode she does. But
also it's episode 8, so really we are running out of landing.
Well, but that's kind of the thing. This episode, there's not a singular focus on this episode in terms of characters. This is kind of the let's get the gang together for the heist episode, because we're all going to meet up at the house for whatever we're going to do there.
Yeah. We've got everybody on the move. The pawns are moving into position because, of course, as we hear, the house has deliberate machinations, but let's begin in the past, as we are apt to do. So, some meaty stuff, but it's contained, we'll put it that way.
Eight years ago, Katie Cannon was playing in the backyard of her family home the day she went missing. When she was found, she was uncovered alive in a 3,000-year-old sarcophagus. What happened to Katie? From the studio that brought you Weapons and producers James Wan and Blumhouse comes a terrifying new vision. On April 17th, discover the truth. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Some things are meant to stay buried. Only in theaters, in IMAX, April 17th. Rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent.